everyone. Thank you for coming back to the BNS channel. This is EdieAnne, if you don't already know. Loving my scarf today. I am on a new journey, and I know you guys are probably so sick, so annoyed, so tired of hearing about Edie's weight loss journey. So here it is. I tried to go back on Medifast, and I think you guys saw me on the last video. I think I was on the treadmill, which, by the way, I am still doing the treadmill. But I got to the point with Medifast that I was just so hungry, and okay, this is how I feel. I'm 42 years old. I don't think I don't want it to be entitlement, because that's not how I feel at all. However, at 42 years old, I feel that I should not have to deprive myself of things that I enjoy, because I'm halfway through my life and I really love food. Now, the kicker for that is that I've never had to struggle with my weight until the last, 6-7 years, maybe the last 10 years, okay? I've actually always been I've never been thin, but I never was overweight. I was never pudgy. I was never roly-poly. I was always slim. I just had a slender build, and that was it. I never had to worry about it. Even after I had kids, it wasn't so bad until about 10 years ago. And then all of a sudden, I'm assuming my metabolism must have slowed down, and I don't know, things started changing. So I didn't pay attention to it, and I should have, because I ended up gaining a lot of weight, and now I'm doing the whole yo-yo thing. So, and you know what? I know that I am not the only person out there that is going through this. I know I'm not. So this is not a poor pity Edie kind of a thing. It's not I need support, I can't get through this. That's not the deal here. I'm just sharing because I know that some people can benefit from hearing somebody else's story, right? So anyway, the 29th of December, I started back on Medifast, and I did it faithfully for 4 days. And on the 4th day, which on day 3, I was in fat burning phase, and on day 4, I was like, I cannot do this. My biggest struggle is making meals for my family. One of the biggest things that I struggle with is the fact that as a divorcee and coming into a blended family, the kids of Ben's kids already have their tastes and that sort of thing embedded in them. Well, and to a point, because I know some of it I can change, and I've been able to do some of that. But it's harder for me to instill new tastes on a diet level or a healthy level when I'm not their mom. And I know that that's kind of a cop-out, and I don't want it to be, but if you're a divorced parent, you kind of understand where I'm coming from. Ben as well, he's used to being a meat and potatoes man. He has all of his life, and that's how they were brought up. That's how he wants to be. So for me to come out and try and do, a veggie lasagna, he would look at me cross-eyed and say, okay, where's the meat? So that has been a struggle. So it's not because I don't want to try, because I like different types of, I like any kind of food, really, to be very honest with you, and that's my problem. However, after doing a lot of research and after talking to a lot of people, and actually this has been going on for almost a year because I've had somebody talk to me over a year ago in regards to doing Weight Watchers. And I had done it about 5 years ago. I was working full-time as a pharmacy technician at the time. And I had a hard time because I didn't want to count points and I didn't want to keep track. And it was just a whole mental thing. So I did okay. I mean, I had lost some weight, but I didn't stick with it long enough. So based on the fact that Weight Watchers now has different plans out there and a little bit more conducive for my lifestyle and what I'm wanting to do and how I want to eat. My aunt is doing it. One of my mentors is doing it. I have tons of people that I know that are doing Weight Watchers. And after posting something yesterday on Facebook, I realized that there's a lot of people doing Weight Watchers. And it's worked for them. So I'm willing to try it. Weight Watchers to me is not a diet. It's becoming conscious of what you're eating, how much you're eating, and changing your lifestyle. Now, I know Medifast says that it was like that, but the difference between Medifast and Weight Watchers for me is that with Medifast, I was told what foods to eat. Now, that worked for me. Don't get me wrong, because that worked for me this past summer. And I lost quite a bit of weight. And I was able to do it, and I got through it, and I, got to my plateau, I guess, and I just stopped. So that worked, because when there's times that Edie just doesn't want to think about what she's doing or what she's putting on the table, then that worked. And also at the time, Ben was living away during the week because he's a logger, so a lot of times he'll stay at camp during the week, and I don't have to worry about cooking suppers. So when that happens, then it's so much easier for me because it's just me. It's just my meals because the kids are with their mom during the week, and I only have to worry about the weekends. So that was the biggest advocate for me during my weight loss time on Medifast. So now I need to figure it out. I need to work on it. I'm going to continue doing my treadmill. When I feel a little bit better and I have a little bit more energy, I'm going to go back into Zumba because I love Zumba. And this is becoming a really long video, and I didn't really want it to be. But I have a juicer that I got for Christmas. I want to be able to use it. I think it's going to be great because I can do veggie juices. It's also great because on Medifast, I could not drink or eat any fruit, whereas with Weight Watchers I can, just as long as I count my points. And if you guys remember when I went to Utah in September or October, my host that I stayed with was doing Weight Watchers, and we actually learned some really good recipes and some great food that I could make that is Weight Watchers approved. So that's kind of exciting. I just need to go shopping. Right now I'm in the midst of having junk and leftovers in the house, which is not helping because it was the holidays and all of that stuff. So I really haven't started full-fledged yet. I have in my mind, and that makes a difference too. But I need to go grocery shopping, and I need to make sure that I get the right stuff on my list. So that's going to happen probably Saturday, and I look forward to it because I think that there's some things that I can make that everybody's going to like. And like one of them, and I don't have the recipe right here. So it's a veggie soup, and it's free. It's a free point soup. So that's exciting for me because I had tasted that when I went to Utah, and it was yummy. So what you might see in the near future is some videos on things that I'm making, some recipes that I'm making that are Weight Watchers approved with the number of points. So be looking for that because I think that is probably something I'm going to try and do. Remember that Edie doesn't do videos when there's people in the house. So if I'm cooking and there's people here, you're not going to get a video. just how it is. So anyway, that's my story about my weight loss. I am looking forward to going grocery shopping. I think it's going to be fun. Weight Watchers has some amazing apps that I can use on my iPad. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be starting as soon as I get my grocery shopping done, and hopefully that will get me in gear and I can start losing some weight. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to be upfront with you guys and be honest and let you know what was going on. So again, and I say this because I mean it, and it goes with all aspects of life, including this one. You have to want it, you have to strive for it, and then achieve it. You cannot give up, and you cannot give in. Be true to you. Have a great day, everyone.